Hey everyone, this is Robert SVR and today I want to talk about Pacifica Unified Margin. I think I will also explain not only unified margin but cross margin because I think they work perfectly together and I will explain how it works. Twitter link in the comments, my website about Perps in the comments, and of course referral link around Pacifica in the comments as well. Really nice perp decks. I'm using it for my daily trades. So they released a unified margin like a month ago, and in simple words, right? Spot collateral, perp PNL, and USDC now margin into one account with no warrant required to open position. I think this is a super nice update because you see on some perp dexes when there is like kinda unified margin, you instead in reality you borrow and supply stuff and you need to repay them and so on really hard. What is going on the Pacifica? So we have, first of all, we have spot, which is Solana right now, right? So we can buy spot position, which will be Solana. We have perps. For example, I have this one, not the best example because it's right now minus PNL, but has some funding. And we have portfolio where we have USDC. All three of these can work together to supply your trades. So how it works? Simply, first of all, we have USDC in our account. This is totally understandable. Second, we have positions where we have, for example, perps positions, and also we can have spot positions, for example, Solana, right? For example, we want to hold Solana, we just simply buy it on the spot and we simply hold in Solana. The thing is, and why this is super useful, you don't need to sell anything. You don't need to close your positions. You simply trade as you want. Just an example, right? Again, for example, I have USDC, I have this Perdex position. It's minus PNL, yes, that's bad, but let's think that it's plus PNL. So I have some funds here. So if it's, for example, plus $100, it means that I can trade using this money. The same way it works with Solana. If I buy, for example, let's say 10 Solana and they are on my spot, like they are laying in the spot and that's it, I can as well open positions on perp. I don't need to hold USDC in my account. Simply that helps you to actually hold and trade. That's the perfect example, right? If you have, I don't know, the perfect example would be news. For example, recently I was trading Nvidia financial report, and I had another position where I had plus PNL, and then I had also Solana on the spot balance. And I don't need to sell them. I don't need to convert them. I don't need to lend and borrow them. Super simple. This is unified margin and cross margin. Of course, to make this possible, you also need to use cross margin. Not isolated one, but cross margin. And this way, I, for example, longed NVIDIA for all my balance. Not just a part of it, but all my balance. Yeah, the thing is that you can all use this. For example, for perps positions, you can only use plus PNL. So you can use position value, you can use plus PNL. From the spot balance, you can use everything. The same for the Solana. You can use all Solana to trade. And this is like a perfect way of doing things. You simply hold one asset. It can be, I think in the future there will be more assets, not only Solana. For now it's Solana. You're holding Solana and you can trade with it without selling. This is super useful, super interesting, especially when you're like holding assets, especially when you're like need Solana for something else and you don't want to have a leverage on it. You want like simply hold Solana. You don't want to do anything with perps. But then suddenly something happens. I don't know. Tesla announced it. they are dumping, you run and you don't need to sell anything, you just simply short it without selling Solana or USDC or other positions as well. That's how it works. Thanks everyone for watching. Follow, like, comment. If you have any questions, drop in the comments or in the Pacifica referral link in the comments as well. Thanks everyone for watching. Good luck with trading, good luck with Pacifica. Soon will be a general Pacifica review video. Bye.